The book we are going to read today is called Let's Recycle. It is a special book because it is a comic. So let's start together. It is written by Mark Ormerod, who is the author, and it is illustrated by James Hart. Let's look at the illustration together. Can you tell me where we are in this picture? Correct. We are at the beach. So here's the sand and the seaside with a boat. And what's wrong with this picture? Did you say that there are many people who littered on the beach? Yes, the people threw garbage everywhere on the beach. The crab does not look happy. Not to mention that most of these things here, they're not garbage, they can be recycled. Like, for example, the newspapers, the metal cans, the glass bottles, and also even the banana peel can be recycled if you have a compost. Anyway, let's begin. Jilly and Jake live by the sea. Look, Jilly, it's sunny outside. Jilly said, let's go to the beach. On the beach, Jilly looks for shells and Jake swims in the sea. Look, this shell is beautiful. So here she is holding her big blue pail filled with seashells. And here is Jake snorkeling in the water, and there is a fish jumping out of the water in the distance. Later, Jake drinks a can of lemonade, and Jilly eats a box of biscuits or cookies. I like lemonade, says Jake. Yummy, I love biscuits. Then they throw the drink can and the empty box into the sea. The bird, the crab, and the fish go, oh no. They are a bit shocked. The animals are angry with Jilly and Jake. The bird said, don't do that. Don't throw your rubbish and garbage in the sea. The crab said, please recycle it. And the fish said, put it in a recycling bin. But Jilly and Jake don't understand. What does it mean, recycling? And what is a recycling bin? They have no idea. One day in autumn, it is very windy. Jake goes to Jilly's house and says, let's go and fly my kite. Jilly says, okay, let's go to the river. The children play by the river. Jake flies his kite, as it's a beautiful windy day, and Jilly plays with her boat. Look at my boat, says Jilly. Look at my kite, says Jake. So here is a fish. He looks kind of scared because that battery-operated boat is going towards him. And here there's a frog reading a book. And you can tell that it is autumn because the leaves have changed colors on the trees, and some of the leaves have fallen on the ground. Later, Jilly drinks a bottle of orange juice, and Jake eats a bag of chips. I love orange juice. Yummy, I love crisps or chips. Then they throw the bottle and the empty bag in the river. The bird, the otter, and the fish and the frog look very shocked. Oh no, they think in their heads. The animals are very angry with Jilly and Jake. The frog said, don't do that. Don't throw your rubbish in the river. The otter says, please recycle it. The fish says, put it in the recycling bin. Even the rabbit is angry with them. But Jilly and Jake don't understand. We don't understand what recycle or recycling bin means. But in the background, I do see a few recycling bins. One day in a different part of the world, two children, Anak and Yanuk, are fishing. Can you see anything? No, I can't. So where do you think they are? Must be somewhere really cold. Okay, because you can see that snow everywhere and there's an igloo in the background. Maybe in northern Canada or maybe in the Arctic. Suddenly, the boy is very happy. Look, Anak, I've got a fish. So he feels something pulling on his fishing rod. But then he is very angry. He pulls on his rod. But that's not a fish. What is that? It is a plastic bag of chips. Ah, I think that we've seen this plastic bag somewhere before. Do you know whose plastic bag it is? Ah, you're right. It is the plastic bag that belongs to Jake, the one that he threw in the river, and it went all the way and traveled all the way in the water in the river all the way to the Arctic, where Anak and Yanuk are. Suddenly, the girl is very happy because she felt something pulling on her fishing rod too. Look, Yanuk, I've got a fish. You see, they're very excited and they're waiting to see what kind of fish she's caught on her line. But then she's angry. Hey, that's not a fish. It's a drink can. So whose drink can do you think that belongs to? Is it the one that belonged to also Jake, but that he had put into the ocean, into the sea in the summertime? After fishing all day long, the children haven't got any fish, but they've got a lot of rubbish and garbage. Look, I've got 9 cans and 4 bottles. Look, I've got 7 plastic bags and 5 bottles. It seems like the people who have thrown all this rubbish and garbage out into the water, it's traveled really, really far off all around the world to reach Anak and Yanuk in their part of the world. The husky dog and also the owl, they look very shocked. They cannot believe all the garbage that's floating around in the water. So once they go home, Anak and Yanuk write a letter. The next day, the children give the letter to a snowy owl. Please give this letter to the children who throw rubbish and garbage into the seas and rivers. So the owl took the letter and flew off to give this letter to the children who do not know how to take care of the planet. Back on the beach, it's a cold but sunny day. So it's cold, so Jake is wearing a scarf with a sweater, and she's wearing a scarf as well. But it is a sunny day, so they decided to go out to play on the beach. Jilly is making a sandcastle. Jake is playing with a ball. Look at my sandcastle, says Jilly. Oh no, says Jake. Look at my ball. So what happened to the ball? It seems like the ball has a hole in it because it was bouncing and it landed on the broken glass. And as you know, broken glass is very sharp, so it pierced a hole into the ball and ruined his ball. Now he doesn't have any ball to play with. Can you still reuse this ball if it's broken like that? I don't think so. I think you have to throw it in the garbage can now. Later, the children have a picnic. So here they're on the beach having a picnic. I love chicken sandwiches. And I love chocolate cake. But as you can see, they're already starting to throw lots of litter all around the sand. It's actually from them and also from other people who have thrown their rubbish and garbage all over the sand. As the children finish their picnic with all the garbage and litter that they've put all over the place, the owl arrives. Wow, says Jilly, look at this bird. It's beautiful. Jake said, oh, it's got a letter. Jake opens the letter. What do you think is inside? It is the letter that Anak and Yanuk had written. Jilly reads the letter. Your rubbish or garbage is killing the animals in the sea. Please recycle your rubbish. Put it in the recycling bin. Anak and Yanuk. Jilly and Jake look at the empty bottles, the bags, the boxes, and the cans on the beach. Oh no, they're right, says Jilly. We have to go find some recycling bins. Good idea, says Jake. I think now they understand the letter and they see that this littering is not good for the water nor for the animals, and it's not even good for them. Because who wants to play on a beach with all this litter all over the place? So they collect all the rubbish and they put it in 4 different recycling bins. This bin is for recycling glass. This one is for recycling paper. Jake and Jilly recycle all their rubbish and garbage. This bin is for recycling metal. And this bin is for recycling plastic. So they're sorting all their recycling. So once again, here in Paris and in France, we don't have 4 different bins. We have 2. We put all the plastic and the paper and the metal in the bin with the yellow lid. And we put glass in those glass recycling bins that we can find out on the street. Then the children pick up all the rubbish on the beach. The animals are very happy with Jilly and Jake. So here they're saying, hooray! Now Jilly and Jake know how to recycle and also to not throw litter outside on the beach or anywhere that they go. Anak and Yanuk are very happy with Jilly and Jake too, because now because they've done their part, instead of catching plastic bags and bottles and things like that, now they're back to catching fish. Look, I've got a big fish. This is fantastic. No litter and lots of fish. Hooray, says the snowy owl. Hooray, says the husky dog. The end. Did you enjoy the story? Hope you did.